Hello.
Hey, Kathleen, you know how George Lucas used symbolism to tell his Star Wars stories? I want to use symbolism too. A big fucking pride flag.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. In a galaxy far, far away where you can create anything, it should definitely look like San Francisco.
Hold on. I have another call coming through. Hello?
I'm calling to inform you that Star Wars needs to stay 1,000 feet away from children.
Whatever. Data shows Gen Z isn't watching anyway.
Fuck them. Now, who would complain about the content we're putting out?
Hit those like and subscribe buttons. Ready? Here we go. Star Wars isn't just for men, but men will gravitate towards it because men love action and the hero's journey. Just as women will gravitate towards Hallmark, Lifetime, and rom-com movies because women like to feel like women. The thought of a manly man having eyes only for her and making her feel all girly. Women love that shit. And it may come as a shocker, but that doesn't mean either sex can't like either genre. The success lies in knowing your audience. Hallmark, Lifetime, they know their audience. Disney? Not so much. The problem with trying to please everyone is that everyone doesn't have the same interests. When you change what something is, it ceases to be what it was.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
George Lucas used symbolism when making his movies. It's been reported that George Lucas took inspiration from the Vietnam War, World War II, when he was making his Star Wars movies, but he never beat you over the head with whatever point he was trying to make. Story always came first. Disney makes sure you see how progressive they are. Racial diversity, homosexuality, more racial diversity, women, more women. And did I mention racial diversity? How about this? How about some good writing? And it wouldn't be so bad if Disney wasn't simultaneously patting themselves on the back for their own progressiveness. Okay, Disney, we get it. Diversity is a good thing.
It was a good thing.
So is diversity of thought, but that's a good topic for another time. And hey, speaking of diversity hires, no one expects an actor to know or even care about all of the lore. But if you're going to talk about it, at least know what the hell you're talking about.
But if you can't look and see that Anakin blowing up the Death Star possibly killed millions and millions of people, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. Well, Anakin just killed the whole Death Star.
Now, it's nice to have good representation of everyone, but just realize it's a fool's goal. I mean, sure, if you tried really, really hard to give as many people as possible equal amounts of screen time, you can pat yourself on your virtuous back, but rest assured, your show is going to blow harder than a hooker late on her rent payment. Harder than Don Lemon on his husband's birthday. Harder than a former senator looking for a job advancement. Hey, I'm just trying to get as much representation in my dick-sucking joke here. Don't say I'm not inclusive. You don't need one of everything. You just need relatable characters. Speaking of relatable characters, can we stop with the misunderstood villain? I'm 2 episodes in here on the Acolyte, and you can already see that May is going to be a sympathetic, misunderstood villain who will be good by the show's end. Haven't seen that before, have we? And hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But something tells me I'm not. A show about heroism is only good if you have a great villain. There have been many examples over the years. Superman and Lex Luthor, Batman and the Joker, Ripley and the Alien, Biden and a Flight of Stairs, Biden in the English language, Biden and... Okay, you get the point. Not having defined characters is bad for storytelling. That's bad writing. It's uninspiring. It's like watching baseball when you're sober.
The windup and the 2-2 pitch. Oh, no, sir, wait a minute. The batter is calling for time. Looks like he's going and getting himself a new bat. And now there's a beach ball on the field. And the ball boys are discussing which one of them's gonna go get it.
I never realized how boring this game is.
This shit is boring as hell. The Acolyte starts off with a mysterious character who challenges a Jedi in Mortal Kombat. She's about 5 foot, 100 pounds, and surprisingly kicks everyone's ass before the noble Jedi even decides to get off of hers. So after she allows her friends to get their asses handed to them, she finally enters the fight and asks the question that's on all of our minds.
What are you doing here?
To which the mysterious combatant replies,
I'm here to kill you.
Oh my goodness. It's writing like this that makes Star Wars television the must-see programming that it is, folks. So after 5 minutes of this back and forth, Disney further turns what used to be the coolest weapon in the galaxy to even more of a joke. This won't kill you. That won't kill you. But a 4-inch knife will. So, they waste a quality actress 5 minutes into the show. Then we get to our main protagonist, Osha, and right on cue, we're introduced to the latest merchandise sidekick, the friggin' pocket electronic football game. Osha is a mechanic, basically a mechanic in the Star Wars galaxy. A good field to be in before the R2 units. Now, she's out in the vacuum of space, and we see her put out a fire, but also wearing a helmet to breathe. She needed a helmet to breathe. She needed a fucking helmet to breathe. Breathe what, you ask? Oxygen. You know, just that minor component needed for fire. Did I mention the writing on the show was top-notch?
No.
In keeping with the fire theme, we see Jedi Master Soul, the one saving grace on this show, ask some Padawans to close their eyes because, as he says,
we must not trust them.
Which rings true because I can't believe I'm watching this train wreck of a show. One kid replies,
I see fire.
We know, kid. We know. So, what exactly are the Jedi? Monks? A cult? An exclusive club? Because in episode 2, we're told
We're keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
But somehow, these peacekeepers have someone in custody.
We have a suspect in custody.
Who gave them that authority? Because I know if a bunch of old fat Lions Club members took me into custody, I'd have questions and a lawsuit. So, if the Jedi are basically galaxy space cops, could the writers at least establish that in story so that it makes sense that they have that authority? What did I say? The writing. The writing here, folks. Top notch.
If it were to become public that a former Jedi killed one of our own,
Our political enemies could use it against us.
So, Jedi have political enemies? How? An apolitical organization has political enemies. Whatever. Holy shit. Nobody told me about the Thundercats Star Wars crossover. I have always wanted to see a live-action Thundercats, but not like this. Fuck is Chitara doing on this show?
Stop! In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order!
Stop in the name of the Jedi Order? So, space cops. Can anyone create an order and just have people stop in the name of it? Jesus Christ, this show. Then we get to the end where a mysterious figure monologues about steel and lasers not being a threat to the Jedi, and that an acolyte kills without a weapon.
Steel or laser are no threat to them.
As I said, award-winning writing here, folks. And this is only episode 1.
Hello, Kathleen. Like, the bigots are review bombing my show. What can we do to change their minds? Like, can anyone?
I know who can. Mrs. Kennedy can. Who's the Queen of Demise?
Who's the Queen of Demise?
And a bad review.
And a bad review.
Produce a lot of bullshit and just blame it all on you. Kimmy can. Oh, Miss Kimmy can. Miss Kennedy can, 'cause I just don't have no shame. Act chicks and make it lame. Star Wars needs a rainbow.
Star Wars needs a rainbow.
Lesbian, gay, and bi.
Lesbian, gay, and bi.
Add a couple pronouns, kill the IP, make it die. Kennedy can. Oh, Miss Kennedy can. Miss Kennedy can. If you cry about the lore, you're quickly showing the door. Miss Kennedy makes white fans irate because her enjoyment is inhibit. Complain Lucasfilm should pivot. OG fans are just bigot. Who can kill an IP?
Who can kill an IP?
Star Wars at its end.
Star Wars at its end.
My whole job was easy 'cause I work for genius men. Kimmy can. Oh, Miss Kimmy can. Miss Kennedy can, 'cause I just don't have no shame. Act chicks and make it lame.